Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be testing out the Revlon Candid Photo Ready Foundation. As you beautiful people know, this is about the products, not the people behind them. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy, okay? Thank you. Oh, my little dancing dainty divas, how you doing today? I hope wherever you're at in the world, you are having such a good day so far. I myself am sleepy, but I'm actually kind of excited for this series. I think I'm gonna call it Viewer Made Me Buy It, or at least something along those lines. If anybody else has a better suggestion, then please drop it down below. But basically, I want to take time to review products that are recommended to me, even if they haven't gone viral and every other reviewer is reviewing them. There's so much makeup out there that does not get attention, especially things that are super affordable. I think this little bitch is like $5.50, and quite a few people actually mentioned this, so thank you so much for recommending this to me. I still couldn't find my color, but we tried. Let's head over to the Ulta website because that is where I ordered this from. It does indeed retail for $5.50, and currently it has 4.2 out of 5 stars. Not bad. That's as long as these reviews are actually truthful, but can a hoe trust them? No. The 1-star reviews say, "This is why I don't buy drugstore foundation." I'm sorry, but there are some good-ass drugstore foundations out there. But they say this is the worst they've ever tried. It made their skin oily, it oxidized and started to fade after a few hours. I mean, that is a good point. Not as good as Color Stay. Is this not Color Stay? Oh no, it definitely is not. Separates throughout the day. I liked the coverage, but once I added concealer and powder, it turned into a disaster. It really clings to every dry patch. Oh fuck, that scares me. Okay, well let's go to the more positive reviews, shall we? Amazing, I love it. I paid $40 for the new IT Cosmetics foundation, and I gotta say this one works so much better. Great coverage and lasts very well. Best drugstore foundation, it lasts all day. Well, I don't get why for some people it really works, even if they have oily skin, but for some people it doesn't. That really makes me wonder if it has anything to do with the primers. I know for me personally, I'll use what I think is a really good primer, and the foundation will look like absolute garbage, but for other people, it'll look really fucking good, like what the tits. But their shade range, it actually is a little bit better than what I had originally thought, because on Ulta they only have 20 shades, but I believe they actually have 31. But still, do you think the bitch could get a not yellow one? Hell no. But the shade range, it's okay. It goes kind of deep, but there's a lot of gaps, and it goes kind of light, but like the whole light row looks very, very similar. Like here is a picture of everything together. I just don't love it. It looks like there's a lot of gray in there, fuck ton of yellowy shades, but I do think a lot of people probably could find their shade in there. I don't think I was one of them. I ended up ordering these from the Ulta app, and I don't know if they had that screen that I just showed on the app because I did not see what was warm, what was neutral, what was cool. And so 120 here is on the neutral side. It might be okay. It kind of looks a little bit pinky, but still yellow on me. I don't know why everything looks yellow. And then 210 definitely looks yellow. So I have to figure out if I'd rather look really pale and kind of pinky or a little bit dark and really yellow. Meh. I think we're gonna go in with a lighter one, but the website says this is a creamy texture that goes on like a moisturizer, then blends invisibly to even out skin tone weightlessly. If it blends out invisibly, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of a foundation? It does say though, it has medium buildable coverage with a natural finish. It keeps skin feeling moisturized all day. Even with the kind of wonky shades, I'm still excited to test this out. Now that I see them all in front of me, I might be able to get a better match, but in the meantime, we can try this. If this does end up being really good, like $5.50, I can't complain. It doesn't give a suggested application, so I'm just gonna go in with a Juno sponge. And I did already prime my face with some Good Molecules silicone-free priming moisturizer. Hopefully this will help make it so there aren't too many dry patches on my face for this shit to cling to. And here we go. If you turn me up to 4K, you can probably see through my skin. Let's just start on one half of my face and take one pump. Ready? Here we go. Come on, you can do it, baby. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that was like 1 3/4 of a pump. Oh, it definitely does have a smell. Not like a fragrance smell, but like a chemical smell. It actually smells like the Photo Focus foundation from Wet n Wild, which isn't this called oh no, it's Photo Ready, but that's a little bit suspicious. It does look like a very, very nice formula though. It's a little bit liquidy, but more on the thicker, creamy side. This is definitely going to be way too light for me, but we'll still try it. Oh, I do actually have drops to make foundation darker. You know, maybe we would be better off trying this other one. Although, once this is blended out, I think this probably would be manageable. Like, yes, it is way too light, but once I'm bronzed up, I think we'll be okay. Oh my god, though, this coverage is fantastic. I don't know if what I applied was like a shit ton or not, but still, do we see the difference? This side just looks so much better. Oh god. Oh, fuck. Ooh, she doing that dry patch thingy. Hold on, let's get even closer. Can you see right around this area? Right there. It is so dry looking. I even exfoliated today. It looks like my skin is peeling, like I've got really bad sunburn. Oh God, well now it's just coming the fuck right off. Hopefully I'm not like too overexposed and you can actually see it. But that's really sad because everywhere else on my face, it actually does look pretty good. Oh no, fucking hell, I take that back. It's really dry around there too. Oh no. That is genuinely terrible. I've never had a foundation like make dry patches before, because this area is usually really supple and exfoliated and hydrated. It's only here, but like all this section on my face. Damn, that makes me a little bit self-conscious. Well, fuck. Let me put some on the other side of my face so that we're kind of evened out. Also, is it oxidizing? Hold on, I guess we'll see once I put this on. Does this look lighter than that? No, maybe? No, I don't think so. Oh, wait, maybe it does. Maybe? I don't know. It's kind of weird because initially it looks so good. It's when it starts drying down that it almost creates these weird dry clumps on my face. Like right here, right now, without touching anything, it looks so good. So I'm gonna give it a second and let it dry down. I kind of just spread it out on my face. I didn't really blend it in, which also makes me wonder if this would be better with a brush. I will be honest, I'm out of clean brushes. I really need to wash them. Otherwise I would have used one, but I don't love using brushes for my foundation. It just seems like it makes the product sit on top of my skin. For concealer, I love it, but not for foundation. Wow, that is really making my under eyes look nasty. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a line dividing my face right there. But I actually think this side looks a little bit better. It's not quite as dry. I mean, both sides are really fucking dry for some reason, but this side just has those weird patches, and this side really doesn't. My forehead looks okay, but it's really catching in any little fine line that I have. Oh my God, this just comes right off. Does this have silicone in it? Maybe I need a different primer. Oh, you know what? This is dimethicone based. Maybe we'll try a different primer. Hold on, let me wipe this shit off because I am not happy with the way this looks. I'm gonna remove this with a makeup eraser that only has water on it. That way there isn't any oil or makeup remover on my face that'll disrupt anything. But now I'm kind of curious and want to go in with the darker shade. You know what? We're just gonna mix them. Okay, instead I'm gonna go in with my regular Touch in Sol No Problem primer, and I'm gonna take like 3 pumps of each on my hand and just mix them. Oh yeah, that definitely is way too yellow. It looks like Dijon mustard. God, there's enough on my hand to cover my entire body. But let's try this again. Okay, here we go. Woohoo, fuck. Okay, that was a lot, so I am gonna spread this over my entire face, and I feel like this dries fairly quickly, so I'm gonna work with haste. The coverage, though, definitely does deserve a standing ovation because that is crazy good. The color isn't. I would definitely go in store if you're gonna buy this, because I sure as shit thought that these were correct when I was looking on the app. Ooh, but you know what? This does oxidize. Oh, it's not bad, and I actually am glad that it's oxidizing because it might get a little bit darker, but it seems like around the perimeters of my face, it is oxidizing. And unfortunately, it's still doing that dry thing right there. Wow, that just looks bad. But I think that if you had oily or super hydrated skin, this probably would look really, really good. But I also don't love the way that it looks, only because it's really enhancing any dryness and any texture on my skin. It just makes it look so dehydrated. And it just is one of those foundations that kind of makes your skin look aged up close. However, on camera, at least from what I can see in my monitor, this looks really pretty, which is probably why it's called photo ready, because on camera, I think that looks great. Let me just take a little bit more of this dry patch and maybe I can like fill it in like spackling. It does build up very, very well. Like this to me is super full coverage. I probably went in with way too fucking much, and to me, it still doesn't look awful. You could easily go in super minimally and maybe even combine this with like a moisturizer and just use it as a BB cream. Or you could go like cake face, like kind of what I did. Really, the only negative that I'm seeing is that up close, you can see dry spots and you can see texture. But otherwise, guys, I think this looks good. Damn, what do you think? Yes? No? Maybe? Fuck, there is so much on my hand, and I will say that this is kind of burning my hand for some reason. I do have a little bit of eczema right there, but it is throbbing, which kind of scares me for somebody who might have like acne-prone skin. Like, will this make that hurt too? Definitely something to take into consideration. I'm gonna continue with the rest of my normal products, and for concealer lately, I've been using Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind. Plus, I think this is the lightest shade that I have, and it still might be too dark. It is. Maybe this Bare Minerals one will be a little bit darker. I'm gonna have like the anti-highlight today. I also took the tiniest drop of Tarte Shape Tape because it is way too fucking light for me, and I think that helped. Then I'm gonna give everything a good set with some Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, which now that we've oxidized a little bit, I actually don't think this color is too bad. Now is a good time to bring up our match-o-meter. Like, do we see the difference in my face and my chest? Okay, maybe this is like a 6.5. But this does feel much better now that everything's set into place with powder. Let's see how we look. Oh God. Where I have normal skin, it looks fine. However, it's already separating on my nose. I don't know if you can tell, but it just looks marbled on my nose. Look, I can probably even wipe it off. Ooh, I don't love the way that looks. And this area right here is extremely questionable. However, overall, it's not that bad. I think so far, for me personally, I would only use this product if I'm really on a budget. There's like nothing else that I could use. But even for the price, like, I think the Wet n Wild one actually looks better than this. But if you don't have any wrinkles on your face, if you have no dry patches or anything, this probably would look good on your skin. But then if you have basically perfect skin, you probably don't need this kind of foundation anyways. So this is what we look like from a distance. I cannot complain. I think like from here, at least with my blind eyes, it looks good. But like I always say, turn this shit up to the highest resolution and then you can really see. I'm gonna go ahead and do a wear time test with this. I'm also testing out an eyeshadow palette, so I'll come on with a pretty look, hopefully. And I will see you at the end of the day. And we are back. It's actually only been like maybe 3 hours, but I think I'm able to give you my final verdict for this. Now that I have my whole face on, I actually think this looks pretty good, but I was noticing when I was just tapping my blush and bronzer and shit, and this stuff was wiping the fuck away. And I don't know if you can see around my nose, but it's just like separating, it's pulling apart. My forehead just looks so dry and cakey, and it's even missing in certain areas. Like, I wouldn't know that I haven't had this on for like maybe 10 or 15 hours. In person, it looks like it's had a rough day. However, like from here, I don't think it looks that bad. So if you're gonna use this for photography, I think I recommend it. But if you're gonna do like super up close photography, maybe not, because you probably are gonna look dry and textured. I just can't get over how much this is pulling away and separating, and just with the slightest touch, it comes right off. Oh my God, and especially around there. Shit. No clue what the fuck you're seeing on camera. It might look great, but trust me, in person, this is, like for the price, I don't think this is that bad, but would I ever wear it again? Probably not. I think if you have any dryness to your skin, or maybe even if you don't, it's gonna find whatever dryness you have like a fucking metal detector and just cling to it and really enhance it. And I don't know if it's because of this foundation, but you know that feeling you get right before your skin breaks out? Right there, it just feels like it's bubbling up. And I haven't had a breakout in so long, but the fact that my hand was burning kind of makes me wonder if this does indeed make you break out. But it did play pretty nicely with the concealer that I put down, and where it didn't rub off where I put the dry products on, it looks nice. But I can't get over the fact that it is separating and coming off in certain areas after only a few hours. Do I think it's worth the price? I mean, yeah, it's only $5, but I think if you get this little jizz fest in a tube, you are gonna have to try to figure out how to make it work and get it to be your little bitch, because just using normal products, it doesn't seem to want to play nicely with them. And at that point, I would rather pay like 2 or 3 times the price and get a product that I don't have to fuck around with. It's more so when you're up close, and probably for anybody who has decent vision, they could probably see that this has flaws. But if you're curious about this and want to try it, definitely do. Like, it's only $5. Like, it could be much worse. But anyways, thank you so much for being here. I love having you, and thank you all so much for recommending this. I can't wait to continue this series and try so much more. And if you'd like to support me and my channel a little bit more, please feel free to join us over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/poplux. There you get videos a day early, you get Patreon only content, plus best part, it is cheap, fun, and fancy just like me. And like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime time I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!